Welcome everyone. Presenting change effectively. This is what we are going to discuss in this very short and sweet video about it all about. It says we will talk about changes and how do we go about it in an effective fashion. Remember, we have brought in the change or we in the process of bringing the change. Now, how are we going to build rapport, create support for ourselves and initiate cooperativeness among the different stakeholder. This is the very reason why we need to have a good presenter giving a good vibrant talk around it. Remember, the first and the foremost thing is the first impression. First impression counts a lot. It has a weightage. It is often said the first impression is the last impression. There is no point doing good work, if others don't know about it or probably cannot understand. It is the very crux of the thing that needs to be fitted upon it. Did I say, if you do a lot of good works and nobody markets it around, then probably you will never come to see the light of the day as far as your business is concerned. You need to continually do your good work and at the same time market it around. Let people know around the fact that this organization is of quality, made up of quality people, quality product, quality service, and most importantly a transparent organization which values for the satisfaction of the customer. So good practices for a teaching career, good practices for any career, it is the matter of the fact that how you present yourself helps you sort out what you have done, what if you have understood, and if possible, did you better it all by yourself. This is the reason why we require to have a definitively good talk around it. Now let us understand what are the various kind of presentation which can be going around it. Remembering the fact that we are talking about presenting the change effectively. It can be people make a lot of an impression having a 10-minute long of a monologue, and I have seen wonderful presenters who make a very great impactful presentation with just 1 minute talk. So that is what you need to talk around it. A 1 minute talk probably gives the crux of the situation, or a 25-minute of paper presentation wherein you validate the fact, the requirement, the purpose of the talk in the very first place. So these are the types of presentation that people actually go around it. Then there are something called project presentation wherein you just prepare a project in depth with all the legible requirements and hand it over to the audiences, with every person in the audience will having a copy of the project altogether comes with you a presentation. You give a talk and probably as on when on basis the Q's and A's are to be conducted. Q's and A's, the question and answering session has to be done. You can very well refer to all the pages whereon the data has been recorded. This is what we call the project presentation. We have the thesis or defense, the or wherein your hypothesis are to be defended upon, and then there is something where we talk only about job talks as far as project is concerned. So what do they have in common? Never enough time to talk about everything. This is something which everybody would always ascertain that alas we would have got just one more extra minute for even a quick 1 minute talk also. Allows for what will have I got another 10 minutes for a 25-minute presentation. Allows what will I have if there would have been a project presentation wherein this particular question or this particular data could have been reflected back or something like that. So never enough time to talk about everything, and all of them reflect upon you. And need to practice, you need to polish, you need to focus on clear goals and messages. This is the requirement of the day, but I would love to give you certain pointers for a good talk. As a practicing professional, I'll give you just 10 pointers. 10 pointers which are very beneficial to you to understand to make an impactful presentation. First and the foremost thing is to be neat. Absolutely be neat. Don't be a hanky panky making it a lot of spoilers with a lot of quotations and lot of examples and lot of anecdotes. Be straight, be concrete, do incorporate anecdotes, but never plenty of them. Avoid trying to cram too much in a particular slide. In fact, don't be slave to your slide. Keep on talking, as in the slides, the pointers that has been mentioned is just to aid to your memory as what you need to speak. You need not read everything from the slide, and that is exactly that would I would like my audience to pick it up from this video. Be brief. It is the be brief. We have the word concept called keywords. Hamper among the keyword. Hammer it out time and again. So the keyword gets etched in the mind of the audiences. Then the long sentences might be flowery, maybe very articulately done, but believe me, at the end of the day, you want the message to be coming across to the audiences. And what better way than the keywords? Avoid covering of slides with anything other than required. Look at my simple slide. It's a point blank empty slide, and it is very neat. Use a large font so that your audience are able to understand and read it on independently. They can follow the lecture, follow the presentation, what you are verbally addressing, but at the same time, in case somebody is interested to read through, go through the slides, guys, always welcome to do so. This is what we are looking out here. The last 5 points of the 10 pointers would be, can you use color to emphasize, color to understand what exactly has been taken forward to. This is what we are looking out here every now and then. Use illustration to get across the key concept. It might be having a limited animation. Probably yes, your presentation. Why do we go for animation? Because at times it becomes monotonous for the audience to go through the video time and again. Probably your modulation of voices might not be very good enough to capture the audiences, but one thing that will capture the eyeballs of the audiences for sure the animation that you put in through in your slide, and that with is the must requirement that I go around it. But nothing, should I say nothing, can beat your eye contact. Your eye contact, your wonderful beautiful eyes. You remember, eyes are the windows to the soul. If you can keep talking while making a connect with your audience through your eyes, I'm sure everybody is going to get hooked up. Be ready to skip slides if the time is short. What I want to say is be ready to be flexible in case there are time which is shortage. You might actually skip certain slides altogether and still make the impactful presentation. Why should I talk about the slide? Perhaps there is no electricity. Perhaps the projector malfunction. Can you not be delivering a wonderful presentation uh, without any electronic aid? This is what we come into the 10th point is all about practice. Keep on practicing and you'll improve by leaps and bounds. That is what my faith is all about it. So basically in a project outline, and when you are presenting change effectively, start from the very basic as to who am I. It's the title, it's the author, it's the affiliation. In the first particular slide you will tell who am I, and then thereby the next slide is what is the problem. You will tell about the objectives, clearly define what is to be expected from this presentation altogether, and therein you come up with a outline of the slide probably, and thereafter it's a background process. It tells me why is it important, and so on and so forth that goes around it. There is the problem statement that can comes across it. This will tell you why is it bothering, why did you embark upon this change management thing in the first place. Then the question that needs to be done, what have others done? Is the related work, is the assignments, is the stakeholder cooperation that has taken place. That is what we are looking. Last but not the least is the question is what is my approach? Is what we talk about the methods which will incorporate around 3 to 4 slides explaining your approach and illustrate the algorithms that you have measured, taken in place to tell out what exactly is to be done. And this is what we look forward to. A typical project outline would be having the result. This is where the presenting change effectively. What did you impact upon? Why did you embark upon? And what was the net result? It can incorporate anything around 2 to 6 slides. Present your result, present your insights. This, remember, is the main body of the talk, and do not try to show all the result. Keep things a little bit in the carpet. Why? Make the audience inquisitive. Once the audience start asking questions, then only reveal all your cards. Take them, make them inquisitive, make it interesting, and this is where you should wind up with a summary that is of one odd slide that comes around it, and the future works which might be required as for the changes are concerned, as to what all new position departmentals and things have changed, has been incorporated, process has been changed, and how you go about it, if there are required, which are optional slides or backup slides for certain question that comes around it time and again. So other things to consider is oral communication is different from written communication. Do understand the very fact about it. Keep it simple. Keep it focused to a few key points. Repeat the key insights. Be sensitive to your audiences. The same talk may need to be adjusted for a different audiences. Make the audience want to learn more. This is the reason why I said do not reveal all your data. Keep certain cards close to your heart. And when you find the audience to be warming up to your presentation, and that is where it will help you making your presentation much more interesting. Make the audience want to learn more. Handling question and answer sessions is as important as the formal talk. In fact, the confidence that you display in the question and answer session will actually make the sale through your presentation in the perfect fashion. So please practice it all. Be thorough about the topic that you're going to speak around it. Next thing would be how do you improve? Let us understand. Did I use the word practice a few moments back? Yes, practice, practice, practice. Practice by yourself, practice in front of your friend, practice in front of your webcam slash mirror, watch footage later, watch footage in unison with your friends, watch footage by all by yourself, no matter how painful as they can be. Take note of effective speakers and adopt a successful habit thereby. And this is the only method ways to improve upon your presentations time and again. Let us come to the last slide for the day is the big picture. Remember, you are presenting change effectively. It is all about your communication. It is all about your career. Expressing yourself technically helps you to make a wonderful professional connection wise. This is very good thing that needs to be done. One word for it is network. Network. You keep on building on your network. You keep on enhancing upon the quality of network. You are joining a long-term community per se. Communicate your ideas to forage mentoring technical relationship in the service of the professional good. Forge mentoring and technical relationships, build them, cultivate them, enhance them, and I'm sure it will be as fruitful to everyone else as it is fruitful to you. And with this, we culminate the presenting change effectively presentations out here. I am so happy that you have watched my video. Thank you at the same time. Bye.